What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Coming at you with yet again another perfume experience. And for today, I have none other than Amouage Epic or Epic by Amouage, depending on how you would like to proceed with identifying the perfume. But we will be going over this today. I will be covering with you guys the description off of the website as well as the notes. Then I will go through a perfume experience with you guys. But before we get started, and as per tradition on this channel, make sure to grab your favorite snack, your favorite bevy or cafe, and sit back and relax and enjoy the awesomeness heading your way. In my case, for today, I have some Ethiopian beans. They're very exotic, very acidic, fruity notes wise, which is just how I like my coffee. Light roast, acidic. Okay? So, with that said, let's get started with the notes. Well, actually, the description, my bad. A duel of spices and intense woods. A blazing thrust of pink pepper and nutmeg studs an aromatic and camphoraceous bouquet of myrtle and cardamom colored by a suave touch of saffron, cumin, and the citrusy tang of mace. While a geranium, bursting with floral greenness, continues the clean and sparkly opening, the honeyed bittersweet myrrh preludes the dark and sonorous complexity of the woody base. The animalic intensity of musk and castoreum responds to that of a barely tanned leather. Between luminous strands of cedarwood and frankincense, sandalwood whispers its milky sweetness before being eclipsed by a splendid and masterful, imposing and tenebrose and imperial oud. A journey through light and darkness, Epic Man is a deep, woody composition evoking the might of the omniscient spirit of nature. Alright, and let's go notes and ingredients. So the top notes have pink pepperberry essence, frankincense, cumin, cardamom essence, saffron, mace essence, nutmeg, and myrtle essence. Heart notes are geranium essence and myrrh essence. Base notes oud, sandalwood, patchouli, leather, frankincense, cedarwood, musk, and castoreum. Alright, so there's a lot going on here, you guys. And this is going to be a very well blended perfume, knowing the house so far. And it's going to be pretty difficult to pick out on the separate notes as per the note breakdown. And yeah, so this does have oud in it in the base note, but honestly, going by how light the color of the liquid is, I don't know. I just don't see it having had quite a bit of ouds in my collection. But with that said, you guys, let's get started with the perfume experience. So here we go. So the spray is very generous. Let me show you guys what we're working with. So the spray print is over here. My skin is already eating it up pretty quickly. There is a tad of oils in here because it is leaving quite a bit of a greasy residue on my skin, even though my skin is absorbing it fairly quick. But there is a good amount of oils in here, so just keep that in mind. It is a clear liquid, so you don't have to worry about staining whites. But with that said, let's get started with the experience. Okay. Wow. this is a really good masculine perfume. It's what's really interesting is that it reminds me a lot of polo green, but a bit more refined without the harshness and the roughness. This is a green, woody, masculine scent for sure. I get a lot of that incense in here. I get the spiciness. The oud, I'm not too sure. Yeah, so here's what's really interesting. The oud, musk, castoreum in here are going to be used in very, very small quantities, so my skin is eating it up very quickly. But it's a very traditional green, woody, masculine scent. I love it. The closest thing to this is polo green for those of you that are interested in possibly a cheaper version. But with polo green tends to be aggressive, shouting, and in your face. This is very refined, well-rounded, with sort of the rough edges smoothed out. So let's look at the top notes. So pink pepper berry essence. I can see that. Frankincense for sure. Cumin. Yeah, maybe. Cardamom essence. Again, maybe. Saffron. Saffron I can see. Mace I can see. Nutmeg I can see. Myrtle, I haven't smelled that as a standalone, so I don't know. Then for the heart note, you have geranium essence and myrrh essence. Yes and yes. The base notes, we're talking oud and sandalwood. Very difficult to pick on that in here. Patchouli. Yes. Leather. I mean, I can see it, sure. Frankincense, we already covered that. Cedarwood, yes. And musk and castoreum. That's tough ones to pick on here, you guys. So, with that said, let's talk about the perfume, okay? So this is a traditionally masculine green scent to help you shape your mind if you haven't delved into this house yet but have been around the classical designers. Again, very similar profile to polo green. Okay, so green masculine scent, but the one thing again this has over polo green is that it's polished. It has this roughness kind of toned down a bit. It's smoothed around the edges, so it's a much more classier, gentlemanly profile, if you wish. Okay, with respect to performance, and again keeping polo green in mind and a lot of the other perfumes I have in place and experience over the years, I'm gonna go ahead and say that the performance on this is a medium. Okay, so in terms of projection, trail, and sillage, expect medium performance. So if the scale was low to medium to strong, then medium, so it'll be somewhere in the middle. Okay, with respect to seasonality, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this will do well in spring and fall. Okay, so you don't need very extreme temperatures with this. The perfume is delicate and it does have this citrusy facets to it, spicy facets, as well as the woody facets, but everything is very sort of understated in a way. So you don't want temperature extremes like very cold weather in the winter or very hot weather in the summer. It will kill the perfume and it won't do it justice. You want just the sort of evened out temperatures that come with seasonal change, which are reflected best in my opinion in spring and fall. So I see this doing well in spring, so pretty much early spring, and this will be doing well also across the fall, well into late fall, and kind of edging on winter, where this will come out to shine. Okay, with respect to time of day in which it'll be best to wear this, I'm gonna say this is a morning scent. This is the kind of scent that you're gonna put on as you're getting ready in the morning and heading out into the world. It has this classical, old school men scent profile to it, something that you would wear after a shave or a haircut, possibly, without really sort of being sort of old school men's cologne, barber cologne, but it is edging on that, okay? So I see this as best suited for morning wear. Now, with respect to how you would dress this requires formality, you guys, okay? So you're gonna need a suit. It doesn't have to be a three-piece suit, okay? And it doesn't have to be an all-matching suit, so you can do a sport blazer on a dress pant, okay? You can do a bit of a dress shirt without a tie, or some sort of nice formal t-shirt under it on the dress pants as well as the blazer. So let's say formal, semi-formal. This does have this air of formality to it, but without being uptight about it. It's more edging on the masculine forward profile rather than, let's say, an air of refinement. It is there, it is classy. I wouldn't go and say it's luxurious or elegant or opulent. It's just formally masculine, okay? It's like a proper man. So you can do this formal or semi-formal in terms of dress wear. With respect to context, where would you wear this? This would do very, very well as an office-based scent. So if you are still going into an office, this scent will do great. It communicates maturity, it communicates professionalism, it communicates steadfastness, it communicates knowledge, it communicates expertise. It's basically all the things that come with a mature, sort of formal old male that's been around for a while. So this scent is very suited for an office context. I don't really see it working that great in any other contexts. You know, maybe you can put it on going out for a formal dinner, but it's a bit too uptight for a formal dinner. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this for a work setting, you guys, in terms of preferred context environment to put this on. But you can really, I would say it's versatile enough to wear anywhere because it's not offensive and it's not too playful, or nor does it lean any specific direction, but it's also kind of meh. Like, that scent profile has been around forever. So, and it's generally speaking associated with certain types of men and certain types of environments, predominantly a work environment, that, you know, it's congruent with that sort of mental frame versus just, I don't know, like, I wouldn't put this going to a club, for example, or I wouldn't put this going on a beach. It's just, it doesn't have that sort of playfulness to it, okay? Even though it has musk, it has castoreum, it's just, the way it's formulated does not lend itself to that way. One other thing to keep in mind is this does smell like an older man kind of a scent. So this is like a 30s plus, preferably 30s plus, 40 plus. If you're a younger guy and you put this on, it's just, it's not gonna work. Okay, you can still buy it and put it. It's a great scent, but it's just, it will make you seem way older than your age. Okay, and I mean, depending on what sort of image you're trying to portray about yourself or communicate, hey, if maturity is what you're looking for, get on this. You will not be disappointed. Okay, so with that said, you guys, would I recommend Epic Man by Amouage? 100% yes. Get your nose on it, get your wallet on it, cop it. If you are looking for a traditional masculine profile scent that's non-offensive to wear to the office, this will be fantastic for that. The good news is you can buy samplers off of the Amouage website, so you don't have to commit to a full bottle right away. Also, there are other alternatives in the market that are significantly cheaper than this, offering the same scent profile. Namely, as I've mentioned previously, Polo Green comes very close to this. So, you know, you have options when it comes to the scent profile. I do like this because it is refined and doesn't have the sort of obnoxious loudness that comes with the polo green. But again, this is about 3 times to 4 times the price of a polo green. So pick and choose as you wish. All right. So with that said, you guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. As per usual, very much appreciate your time and attention. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.